When people think of top tiers in One Piece, they think of Shanks, Roger, Whitebeard, Mihawk, Emu. Characters like that pop up in your mind. A character that doesn't pop up in your mind is Blackbeard. Now, why doesn't Blackbeard pop up in your mind? Maybe it's because he jumps people. Maybe it's because he's always on the ground crying. Here I am today. Now, what am I going to prove to you today? I'm here to prove to you that Blackbeard is, without a doubt, most definitely the strongest character in One Piece. Now, wait a second, Shanks Glazers, Mihawk Glazers, the Admiral Glazers, listen and give me a chance. I'm your favorite characters lawyer, TDM, and let's get into this episode of Character Court.
Silence in the court!
A main critique of Blackbeard's strength is that he's always jumping an opponent. And I understand that Blackbeard doesn't always have the opportunity to show himself off in a one-on-one setting. But I want you to look at the famous words of this well-established poet. In the King Von song, Get It Done, he says, look, jump a nigga ass, ain't no one-on-one. At the time Blackbeard has jumped someone, his crewmates do not have a fight to fight and go help their captain. During Marineford, when they had jumped Whitebeard, I want you to think, who did the crewmates have to fight? They fought a bunch of random filler Marines, or Marco, Vista, all of them were not doing nothing. They did not pull up, they were not about the action, basically. And then even after, during Wano, it was a team battle between Law's crew and Blackbeard's crew. But Law's crew, frankly, is very sorry. I'm not gonna be nice. It's a very sorry team. Okay? So they hit most of his team, but it's still a team battle. How does it make sense to give Law a one-on-one when it's already a team battle? You can't be mad your team's bad. You know what I mean? So they hit him. Now Blackbeard can beat Law, but what's the point of beating Law when he doesn't need to? You know what I mean? It's laziness, but it's gonna happen. I don't have to fight you one-on-one. I just have me and my homies jump you. It's a respectable game. You have to respect the game. That's just the game that's played. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Even with the Straw Hats, they have done that before countless times. I want you to think back. During Thriller Bark, the Straw Hats all came together to fight Shadow Luffy. Even during Wano, they all jumped Kaido. He fought 47 people that day. He was drunk. But no one takes away Luffy's win over him. That's just the way the game's played. You cannot hate Blackbeard for playing the game. That's just the way the game's played. Okay? But let's move on to our next evidence. Now, my next piece of evidence. Luffy is the main character. There's no point in denying that. And he will eventually be the strongest One Piece character. But, however, he is not stronger than Blackbeard right now as we talk. He has no defense against Blackbeard's Luffy. Impaled down, he could not hang. Okay? Now, you could say that's pre-time skip Luffy, doesn't count, blah, blah, blah. That shows that he's beaten him already. And if you're going to use the argument that Blackbeard was hurt by Luffy during Impel Down, I want you to remember Blackbeard's fruit makes him take double the damage from everything that's done to him. So a paper cut is going to be like you got your hand. Now, that does not mean Luffy's not doing nothing, but he's not really, like, he's hurting him just because of that. And even if, right now, as we talk, what defense does Luffy have against Blackbeard's Luffy? Blackbeard, all he has to do is pick him up and hit him with the tremor combo, and there's nothing you can do. And then you're gonna come here and say, well, Blackbeard doesn't have conquerors, or he doesn't have the same established levels of hockey. I want you to remember, Blackbeard is a 40-year-old man. He has to have the level of hockey that he has to have very well levels of hockey, and even beyond that, he has to have conquerors. Because how can you not have conquerors when your dream is to take over the world? That does not make sense. Zoro has conquerors hockey, and I'm not a well-established Zoro fan, but if he has it Blackbeard, by definition, has that. Doesn't make sense. Every top tier has that clockwork from here. That's how One Piece goes. But let's move on to our next piece of evidence. Now, with Akainu. Akainu is the strongest hand. He fought hand by hand for 10 days with Aokiji. A feat that is not well replicated in the show. They changed the island's atmosphere. When have you ever seen that? And then he fought against Whitebeard. Now, it was old Whitebeard during Marineford, but he was putting the paws onto him, burned half his face away. But I want you to remember, during that same arc, when he fought against Whitebeard, he was going blow to blow with Ace. Now, I want you to remember something about Ace. The only reason why Ace was at Marineford is because Blackbeard packed him. Blackbeard, when Ace and him fought, hit him with 2 attacks and he was bleeding, leaking crazy. And he handled him right after with the Black Spear. Now, I want you to think, how can he do that? It's because he's like that. He has to be so much stronger than Akainu. If Akainu was a 10, Blackbeard got to be at least like 17. Because no way you're allowing another man to do that to yourself. Like, just think about it. It does not make sense. Okay? Blackbeard, by definition, has to be stronger. Just because of that alone. And Akainu has really lost his spot as a top villain. He is more likely going to be handled by Sabo. And Blackbeard's not. Sabo's not beating Blackbeard. But let's get to the most hardest battle Blackbeard's ever going to have for the title of the strongest. Let's get to it. Now, Shanks is widely considered the strongest One Piece character. And for good reason, you know. Him coming to Marineford and stopping the War of the Greats. For Haki, scaring away Green Bull at Wano. Didn't even step foot, he scared him away, spot 1. And then one-shotting Kid as the most recent. But I want you to remember when Shanks and Whitebeard met up early in the show. Was a grown man, 40 years old around the time, maybe, more or less. And he was a Yonko, he was already a top tier. But he went to Whitebeard telling him that Blackbeard was like that. He was scared for Ace, and good reason. Why would he be scared? Think about it like that. And you could say because they fought before and Blackbeard gave him a wound, but that was 30, 40 years ago. He hasn't seen him since. He left a lasting impression. He knows he is like that. Blackbeard is like that. He is scaring Shanks, a grown man. Shanks has not got smoke sense. He does not want to catch a smoke with Blackbeard because he knows Blackbeard is a level above him. He knows that when it comes down to a one-on-one fight, Blackbeard is going to do him. It doesn't matter that if he had 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands, Blackbeard is whooping his ass every day of the week. Just because of that alone. Because why as a grown man are you going to snitch? He snitched red hair. That's where it began. Red rat shakes. That's what I call it. But that's the end of my court case. Now I want you to look back and think to yourself. Who is the strongest One Piece? Is the strongest an admiral that can't hang with someone Blackbeard defeated even before he had the tremor form? Is the strongest a 19-year-old kid who can't defeat a Yonko by himself and has to have 47 people jump in and fight for him? Or is the strongest a man that's 40 years old that's running around scared of another grown man that he hasn't seen in years and does not want to catch the smoke from? Or is the strongest a man that fights everybody he sees and is pursuing his goal to get the world of One Piece? I thank you for your time in this court case. Yes, I'm back, I know. I'm sorry if Friday I didn't post. There was something going on with audio. I can't fix it. But this week, instead of 2K, we're going to have 2 spooky games. We need to step it up. Michael's in the back over there, you know. He's ready to pop out. Say what's good to Michael.
Sweet cheese in your snitching ass.
Yeah, he's still shy. But I hope you guys liked the video. Like and comment down below. Character Court every Monday. Make sure you tune in if you saw those. I'll see you guys in a bit.